This is you pole dancing,
Yeah.
looking very strong.
At the gym, really enjoying myself prior to making my disastrous decision.
Charlotte's disastrous decision. A BBL, a Brazilian butt lift, where liquid filler is injected into the buttocks to make it bigger and rounder.
So I can see in these photos that there's a lot of muscle here. How does that compare to where we are now since the procedure?
I've got absolutely no muscle left. Now let me show you. So on this side, on the left side, which was worse, you can actually feel the back of the bone here, where I've got absolutely no bottom left.
An advert on social media promised a pain-free solution, a no-risk liquid BBL that could be done in a lunch hour.
I'd had a hysterectomy probably about 9 years ago now, and since I had all the change in hormones, I found it, even though I was at the gym 7 days a week, found it really difficult to put on muscle. So I obviously look at the trends on social media and having that nice curvy bum. So I thought, oh, is that going to be the quick solution for me?
And after you got home, how were you feeling?
The first few days felt absolutely fine. Probably got to about day 5 and that's when I started to feel quite poorly. The skin started to go really hot and really red on both sides.
Charlotte went to A&E and they discovered the skin over the filler was dying.
So they said that they had to get me into theatre that night to save my life. I was told that they didn't know how far back the infection had tracked, and they recognised that my heart had been working really, really hard. So they said I've got a potential risk of having heart conditions, just because my heart was working so hard for so long. Sorry. The consultant said that when they opened me up, I was foaming. He said he's never ever seen infection like it. It's literally like a fountain of pus and filler and blood and rotten tissue. It was just absolutely horrific.
The government has released a new plan to regulate high-risk procedures like liquid BBLs. That's what Charlotte had. But there's no legislation for lower-level procedures like Botox. This will fall under a new licensing scheme run by local councils who will oversee practitioners.
The unregulated cosmetic sector, we're going to regulate it. We know there have been some tragic cases and we know there are some terrible things that can happen. So we're saying today, after a consultation, no more cowboys. We want people to be properly trained, properly regulated, to be safe. And we're also saying that these can't happen on under 18s.
It doesn't take on lower level procedures like Botox, which are highly popular. Why not this?
It will look at all those sorts of procedures. We're calling it, there's 3 tiers. There's a red list, an amber list and a green list. The red list are really serious things that cause, in some cases, death. And we want to make sure that we go for that first.
Manav Barwar deals with the fallout from these botched procedures.
Almost every week we're getting 1 or 2 calls, and I've even got some stats from the British College of Aesthetic Medicine. And last year, almost 1,900 complications or patients who had a complication from a non-medical professional.
He's concerned that the high number of complications from botched surgeries will continue after this new legislation.
I think it's a big mistake that the government have not included the lower level treatments within the high risk legislation that they're potentially proposing. I mean, we've seen plenty of complications with botulinum toxin or dermal filler. And so the government will propose those being in a more lower level treatment.
A Channel 4 News investigation revealed the harm that treatments deemed less serious by the government can do.
Hi.
With claims to whiten the skin, IV drips containing glutathione are being administered across the country and rarely by trained medical professionals. It's an unregulated substance and has caused serious health complications here in the UK.
And there's no risk, is there?
There isn't.
Are you a nurse then? Are you qualified?
I'm not a nurse.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. We do take a nurse to do cannula.
Treatments like these are part of a new government consultation and could take years to be regulated. Doctors say that for Charlotte to make a full recovery, she needs treatment costing tens of thousands of pounds. Costs like this add to the growing pressures on the NHS as a result of the unregulated cosmetics industry.
So the announcement that's been made today, I think, is too little, too late. It's come 2 years after my troubles all started, and there must be dozens and dozens of people who have been left in the same situation.
The government believes this regulation will keep people safe. But many of the treatments that have caused serious harm are still accessible and being marketed online despite the dangers they pose.